Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Expert Suck Sports Betting Podcast. I am Mike Day, and I am joined by Brandon Day.
Another week.
Yeah, we're back again on a Tuesday evening, week by week. Got a lot to cover. I texted you today.
I know.
Got a lot to cover today.
We got to lock in, brother.
Yeah, get rolling through this. So thanks everyone for joining. If you're jumping in, I'm gonna put the comments so I can see them, Brandon. And real quick, little explanation. We are the Expert Suck Sports Betting Podcast. And what we do is we started off as a football betting podcast for college and pro football in a contest that Brad Thurman and I do. We're in season 2 of that. We do that later in the week. And then Brandon and I took over what we call the Offseason, which is the other weekly sports, the PGA Tour, UFC, and NASCAR. And so, Brandon, we're into 30 something weeks of
Dude.
the season, because we
30,
started, the
35.
seasons actually start in January.
Yeah. So we started doing golf the first weekend of January on the 2nd. And then I think there's only 2 more PGA Tour events left for the year.
Yeah. And the other thing is, and I,
Oh, no. There's 5, including
there's
this
5
week.
more. Okay. Well, there's in NASCAR, I messaged the guys in the NASCAR Discord, and there's only 2 weeks left of that. So the championship race is on November 2nd. So I said, well, what happens after that? And they said, well, they take a break until January. So we'll have a little bit of a break from NASCAR, but we'll still do like you said, the 5 PGA Tour events, and then UFC hardly ever stops.
Yeah.
So it'll all be fun. So how we do this show is we cover 2 segments. The first segment, we go over last week's plays from the PGA, NASCAR, and UFC. And then in the second segment, we go over this week's plays. And by popular demand, we are going to do another, at the end, we're going to do another PGA Tour DFS DraftKings fantasy lineup live on the show. I posted one for last night's Monday Night Football game on the YouTube yesterday, and that was met with some popularity.
You didn't tell me that.
Yeah, you got to go back and look at it.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, in retrospect, and just so you know, we hit the cash line on that. So
Nice.
could have played a different player. Could have played Charbonnet.
What game? Did you do both games?
No, I just did Houston and Seattle because it was the preferred one.
Charbonnet been mooching off of Kenneth Walker's touches, especially in the red zone.
100%, yeah. And I had enough salary to play either Cooper Kupp or Charbonnet, and I should have talked to you first, but I should have played Charbonnet. We would have cashed much higher than what we did. But once you hit that cash line, it's all doubled up from there. And then if you can get higher, you can get triple, 5 times your money in the ones I play. I don't play the super huge DFS. I only play the single entry tournaments. Typically, they're about 1,500 entries. So anyway, we'll show that when we get to it. All right, so let's jump in, and this should be pretty easy on our review because there was no PGA Tour event last week. So we can skip right over that and get into, you want to just go in the order that, or do you want to do UFC first or NASCAR,
Let's do NASCAR
first? Okay. So last weekend, last Sunday, 2 days ago, the NASCAR was at Talladega Superspeedway in Talladega, Alabama for the Yellowwood 500. And so what we typically do is we'll do a car lift of the week, which is one driver to win, finish top 3 and or top 5. And who might have that guy been?
Yeah, so our car lift, we tried to go with our guy again, Ryan Blaney, and it just didn't really work out. Finished 23rd, so not his best day. Hopefully he can make it up. But he needs what you're saying here. He needs to basically win at Martinsville
No, it was, yeah, it was really
this
yeah.
week.
Yes, he does. He yeah, he definitely needs a win in Martinsville. Otherwise, I mean, they said today that he could get in by points. It's just because they get points for, like, winning stages and things like that and where they finish. So he could still get in by points, but the winner of the race is an automatic, into the next round, the round of 4. So
Yep.
right now, the automatics are Denny Hamlin and Chase Briscoe from last week. Chase Briscoe won at Talladega. It was an interesting finish. It was kind of a fun finish. They were all stacked up again. It was overtime, and so that's only 2 laps, and once they get the overtime going, um, and on that particular track, there's a lot of teammate pushing, and then there's a lot of, like, guys behind pushing the leaders. Well, lo and behold, like, Captain Shook, Kyle Larson was right there in 3rd or 4th, and he was pushing forget who he was pushing, kind of pushing Bubba Wallace a little bit, whatever. Then all of a sudden he runs out of gas, and you just see his
Oh,
car go straight back down the bottom. At least he got out of the way and didn't cause havoc like, you know, he has been known to do,
like he normally
and
does.
it kinda screwed Bubba Wallace because then Chase Briscoe just dropped down into where Kyle Larson was, behind because Chase Briscoe was right behind Bubba and took that bottom, lane and caught him, finished the race, won the race. So, yeah, it was interesting. It was fun. But our guy Blaney finished 23rd.
I didn't get a
Uh,
chance. I didn't get a chance to watch. I was
any of
busy.
it.
I was a busy boy on Sunday.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
So
you went to the Bronco game.
yeah,
Um,
Bo Nix,
so yeah, Bo
30
leave.
point comeback.
Yeah, that was well, yeah,
It's pretty sweet.
crazy. Okay, so the next thing we do, so Blaney was all red, um, and hopefully he gets a win at Martinsville. He's still our guy. Next thing we do is our head-to-head matchups. This is one driver over another, and we do this for 3 matchups into a parlay. So let's go through that.
Yeah. So your first head to head was Byron over Larson, which was this is all green. So good job here, Dad. You had Bell
Yeah,
over
we hit
Elliott
this parlay.
and Keselowski over Bush. So that helps kind of negate our red with our car lift.
Yeah,
Helps
because
out a
yeah,
little
it's
bit.
nice. It's nice to hit that parlay. Um,
You've been hitting this
and
parlay recently.
well, it was a good thing. Ah, John Mooney. Hey, John Mooney, thanks for jumping in. It's NASCAR, so nothing lost. Yeah, John, I felt the same way until I started watching it and putting some sprinkles on it and really getting to know how it rolls. Um, and now I'm all about it. I'm almost as into NASCAR as I am some football and some and PGA. So I'll
Hey,
sit there and watch the NASCAR race,
Mr. Mooney,
start to finish.
Mike Evans is out for the year. Not sure how you feel
Oh
about
yeah,
that. That's
sorry,
rough.
brother.
Yeah. He was supposed to
Collarbone
break a record,
fracture.
or he was supposed to break Jerry Rice's record this year if he had another 1,000-yard receiving.
Yeah, most
So
consecutives.
we'll see if he comes back next year.
Yeah,
I don't
um,
know. Bro's getting
yeah,
old.
but yeah, I could see him coming back. Not this year, but next year. Yeah, he said he knows. Yeah, um,
I know you do.
boy, the ups and downs of being a Buccaneers fan. You have just the tremendous swings from being Super Bowl champions to not being very good. Although Brandon and I, Brandon and I are both big Baker fans. So
Yeah. He's
um,
got to play better, though. He did not play well
no, he
on
didn't. But
last night. If he's going to
Baker
put that
has
team on his
those
back.
moments. Yeah. Okay, so back to NASCAR before we go down that
Sorry.
rabbit hole too far. Yeah, we'd hit the head-to-head matchup parlay, so that was nice. And then we do the top finishers picks, which is 3 separate drivers to finish top 3, top 5, and top 10. Man, so close to this one. Go through that.
You had Joey Logano as your top 3. He finished 16th. Top 5, Chase Briscoe, who won, so that hits. And top 10, Tyler Reddick, who finished 7th. So that also hits. So there you go, Dad. Good job.
Yeah, so we hit 2 of the sprinkles of that top finishers parlay. I do bet them as single bets, so did get a little bit. Yeah, so the thing I do now with almost all parlays, if it's allowed, um, depending on the site you bet with, is I do the round robin. I showed you that, right, on the
Yeah.
UFC 13 pick parlay. So the round robin is you can put um, bets on um, like on a 3-team parlay or the 3-leg parlay. It'll give you 1 and 2, 3, 2, 3, and then 1, 3, and then all the combinations of how that hits if like one leg doesn't hit. And it drops down the payouts, but mess with it and you'll kind of see what I mean.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was NASCAR last week at Talladega. Uh, there weren't huge wrecks. There were some chaos that's typical for that track, but overall, fun race, pretty clean race. But our guy Blaney's got to do it this week. So
Yes, he does.
UFC last week was a UFC fight night, and it was at the Rogers Center or Arena in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. Yeah, let's go through JT's picks and the experts' picks.
Yeah. So I lost my. There we go. JT was 5-8, so a little off. With um, and the experts were 8-5. So a little better week by the experts here, but we trust JT for a bounce back.
Oh yeah, JT's had um, 1 or 2 down weeks over this whole 34-week adventure we've been doing, but for the most part, he's
He's been good.
500 or better. He
Oh yeah,
usually I should just add them all up at some point,
been
and
asking you to.
at the end of maybe at the end of the year, end of the calendar year, I'll see how he did for like a full year.
Yeah.
But my guess is he would be rolling somewhere in the very low 60% range because he's had some weeks where he's only missed like 1 or 2. So he'll be back because there is a fight card this Saturday. So a little bit about this event. We watched some of this, right? Or did we not? No, we didn't.
We
We
were
didn't get to see much of this.
we were playing golf.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I
Yes.
did see the end of it though.
Yeah,
Um,
we're
the
okay. So
Ritter
the main
just
event was in the middleweight division, the number 4 contender versus the number 9 contender, Rainier de Ritter, number 4 versus number 9, Brendan Allen. And Ritter de Ritter just quit. Didn't come out for the 5th round.
yeah, it was
Um,
pretty nuts.
yeah. So
I mean,
apparently after the fight, he said he was exhausted from doing like 3 consecutive weight cuts for the last 3 fights that he's done.
yeah, because
Um,
he didn't fight too long ago. Before it was back, yeah, July 26th, and then he fought, which Saturday, which was October 18th. So like two
yeah,
months, he
yeah,
didn't. It's pretty
yeah.
crazy.
So he maybe took a 3-month. Well, and the way they cut too, right? So
I mean, yeah,
it's
it's a lot.
crazy. Yeah, this should show these guys that doing these extreme weight cuts are not, not the healthiest thing to do and really not good before fights. So, um, I think a lot of bettors will look at that and see if one guy does an extreme weight cut versus his opponent, if they're coming down from a weight into a different weight, and then bet on the guy that doesn't do the weight cut.
Yeah.
So
Um,
that's one strategy for sure.
they asked Brandon Allen about it, and because usually it's like the person's corner that calls it a quits for them, but the Ritter actually tapped himself out, and they're like, "Do you think it was the corner or himself?" And he's like, "It was 100% the Ritter." So it's
Well, and
pretty
then later,
interesting.
yeah, later on, the Ritter's camp comes out and says the corner threw in the towel, which that's not true.
No, yeah, it
Because
was,
if you go back and look at the video or whatever, the replays, De Ritter taps himself out. Yeah,
which pretty crazy. I've actually never seen that in the UFC.
yeah. Some other good fights. The The Canadian, like we said, Matt Malott, won
Yeah,
by unanimous decision over Kevin Holland. And then the women's flyweight. Whoa. I wish I would have saw it. I need to go back and probably look at the replay of this fight. But Manon Fiorot wins by knockout in a minute 14.
Firo's gross.
She's good. She's good.
It's, it's just that flyweight's tough.
Yeah, like because um, who's that? That's Shevchenko, right?
Yeah, it's Shevchenko.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
a
she's
tough person to
yeah.
beat for that. But I mean,
She may either have to go up or down a weight.
I thought Wei Li was moving up to fighter, or am I thinking of something else?
Wei Li is. We'll get to
Yeah.
that momentarily because that comes into play for this week's card. So yeah, that's UFC for this week. Oh, hey, Brandon, great
What?
segue. Great segue
Oh,
right into
there you go.
this week's picks. So we're gonna go. Here's the order we're gonna do this week. Um, and I think John Mooney might have checked out until maybe we get to golf or something. But we're gonna go UFC first, NASCAR, and then we're gonna do the PGA this week with our DFS lineup, and then we'll be good to go. So UFC this week is the UFC. Oh, hey, it's a numbered event, right? So these are
Yeah,
bigger events.
this is actually a really big fight.
It is a really big fight. UFC 321 in Etihad Arena in Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates. So
Across the pond.
halfway across the world. Um, as usual, and like I did last week, we'll have JT's picks posted on Instagram. One of these days, we're going to hit that full on 12-0 or 13-0, depending on how many fights there are. But the main event, let's talk about it.
Yeah, and this is also, if you guys are Mountain Time, this is a 12 o'clock pay per view here in the morning. So as you're watching your college football, tune into some UFC.
Yeah, put it on your phone or another TV or your computer
You
or
can split
something.
screen nowadays.
Yeah.
So yeah, our main event is Tom Aspinall versus Cyril Gahn, and it's a pretty interesting fight because this was the vacated title because John Jones had to vacate it.
Yeah. So Aspinall, I don't know if he fought somebody to get it. I think he did
Yeah,
when I went back and looked at it. And then, so he's the champion. And then Cyril Gahn is the number one contender. I didn't put the one in there. Sorry, B. But
nah,
yeah,
you're
so
good.
this is a big fight in this weight class. Um,
Dude, I think oh, I don't know. Something about something about him getting the belt is weird to me, and there was some controversy a couple weeks ago about it. But anyways, I think Cyril Gahn can win this very easily. They were given I don't know where I saw it, but they were giving Tom Aspinall some crap for not having the best like defense or whatever. I don't remember what it was. But also Tom Aspinall also has the shortest amount of fight time out of any fighter right now. So we'll see how that plays in. He may get that's why they were talking about it. He said he gets tanked pretty easily. Gets pretty tired. So we'll see how his conditioning
yeah.
is.
Yeah. So at UFC 295, he did fight Sergey Pavlovich and knocked him out with like just
That was
vicious striking. That was in
that was like 2 years ago.
November 2023
Yeah, then
or 2023.
He fought Curtis Blades after
Yes,
in 2024.
and knocked him out.
Yes.
Yeah, Aspinall can hit, man. He can
Yeah, he
strike.
can.
He can hit hard. He's got heavy hands.
But shoot, if
So
I think if it goes any deeper than because if you look at the times on these on all of his wins, it's round 1 and it's a couple minutes into the round. I think this goes any deeper, we're gonna have to start to question his conditioning because he hasn't had to go fight that's gone more than one
that
round.
deep, yeah. And typically, title fights are 5 rounds, 5 3-minute rounds. So
And we've
um,
seen Cyril Gahn do it. He's had his fair share of title fights, and long fights as well.
Wait, I say
So
3-minute rounds. Is that right?
I don't know.
Or
I
are they
don't remember.
5-minute rounds?
I don't remember.
I don't either.
I
So
think it's
yeah, I
five. I
mean,
think it's 5 5-minute rounds.
yeah, 5-minute rounds. 3-minute rounds is like regular wrestling, like NCAA and high school. So yeah, you're right. 100%. He's either going to knock him out in the first 2 rounds, or Gane has a good chance of winning by
'Cause
decision
you
or
can't really tout Cyril Gane's striking either. I mean, he's only lost twice, and both of those losses were in a title fight.
mhm.
So
Yeah.
the dude
So that's
can
going to be a good one.
still do it. Yeah.
Okay,
And
so
he Cyril Gane, sorry, has lost to 2 great fighters in John Jones and Francis Ngannou.
yeah.
I mean, it's
So it's not like Cyril Gane's just like some
just losing
chump.
to Joe Schmoes, yeah.
Yeah, just some
Losing to
chump
some of the
going in
best
there.
fighters of all time.
Yeah, with no history. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's going to be a good one. Too bad it's going to be the middle of the day here. May have to just go back and look at some of the replays because the co-main event, and this is what we're talking about, is the female fight for the vacated women's strawweight title, and it's Jandiroba versus Dern, and I think that's like a 1 versus 5 contender. But that title was vacated by Wei Li for her upcoming fight in November with Shevchenko
Yeah.
for the flyweight title. So, going to be a new champion in the women's strawweight, and can't wait for that Wei Li Shevchenko fight in November.
And there's still going to be some other good fights in this card. Umar Nurmagomedov is a great fighter, a great name. He's only lost once. Trying to think what
Yeah.
else off the top without looking. But yeah, there's a lot of those Russian dudes that are going to be fighting.
Yeah, there's a lot of Russian guys fighting.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's going to be a good card all around. So tune in early during the day. And what'd you say that title fight's going to be around noon
If you're 2 o'clock Eastern, 12 o'clock
Mountain?
Mountain Time. I mean,
Is that when the main card starts? So the title
yes.
fight may not be for like 2 hours after that. So close to like 2 p.m. Mountain Time, 4 p.m. Eastern.
Yep.
Okay. We'll just put it on the phone, right? Well,
They're right. We're
while
playing
we're
golf.
playing golf. Yeah. No UFC live DFS lineup this week from me and you. I just for time's sake, but I will post a video of a UFC DFS. We didn't do very good last week on that, so we got to
No,
do
we
better.
didn't.
So I'll post a YouTube video for that DFS lineup. This week's NASCAR is the Xfinity 500 at Martinsville Speedway in Ridgeway, Virginia. Go through our car lift head-to-head and the top finishers picks.
Yeah, so our car left me Christopher Bell to 4th on odds boards. He won here in 2022, has 3 top 5s and 5 top 10s, so very good history here at Martinsville. He needs a spot. He's sitting in 4th, so he needs some points. Or
Yeah. So again, with Hamlin and Briscoe locked into the Final Four already, it's up to like Bell, Byron, Logano, Blaney are the guys, the other guys that are kind of vying for this spot, for the last 2 spots, I should say. And Byron's and Bell are kind of fighting it out for that 4th and final spot. Oh, Larson's in 3rd.
Yeah.
Larson will probably get in by points if something crazy. So what could happen is Bell or Logano or Blaney all win, or Byron, and then Larson like finishes dead freaking last or something, and he could miss out by points. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong on that in the chat. Preston would probably from Nashville would probably know if that's the case. So it would be somewhat funny if Larson didn't make the Final Four, but I think
Yeah.
he's going to. So it's down to basically one spot between Bell, Byron, Logano, and Blaney. Okay, so let's go Christopher Bell. Let's get if he wins, then we scoop. But if he gets a top 3 and a top 5, we're happy about that as well.
Yeah.
Our head-to-head matchups. So real quick, I was on the NASCAR gambling podcast today, listening to their picks and everything, and so Rod Villagomez had the exact opposite of this first head-to-head, and so I hit him up in the comments like, "Man, I wish I could post my head-to-head parlay into the chat." And Cody was like, "Oh, post it on Discord." And so Rod knows I'm
It's
going
funny.
directly, and it's so on brand.
That's good.
So they
Yeah,
were
that's good for
they were
us.
laughing. So yeah, it's great for us. So go through these head-to-head
Yeah. So the one you're
matchups.
talking about, you have Christopher Bell over Kyle Larson, and then Byron over Elliott, and Chastain over Barry.
Yeah, so I mean, if we're looking for Bell to win and Byron to get into the top
Yeah, you might as well.
spots, you might as well put them in the head-to-head matchups. Chastain, Barry's just terrible. Barry sucks. Uh,
You're
I didn't.
getting plus odds for that.
Yeah, I'm getting plus 105 for Chastain over Barry. That's give me that all day. Um, Barry's just not. He he's been good before, but not very consistently good. Um, so that's the head-to-head matchups. Let's go through our top finishers picks, the top 3, top 5, top 10 different drivers.
Yeah, your top 3, we're going with our guy, Ryan Blaney. Hopefully he
Gotta
has a
get it.
little bit of a bounce back. He kind of has to do it. Our top 5, William Byron, and top 10, Brad Keselowski.
Keselowski, yeah, Brad
We haven't
K.
heard that name in a while.
Yeah, in a few weeks, but he's a little under the radar on this track, but he does have a pretty good history here, and he's just running good. So for him to be plus money at top for a top 10, I like that. So go get it, Brad K. Okay, here we go. There is a PGA Tour event this week. It is the Bank of Utah Championship at the Black Desert Golf Course in Evans, Utah. Evans, Utah is in southern, like southwest Utah, where there are some really
This is a
super
cool
nice
course.
golf courses. Yeah, I would love to take a road trip or something out to this course. Um, but it's definitely in what they call the black part of the desert, which is lava rocks and desert
Yeah, it's
rocks and
cool.
all. Yeah, it's a very cool layout. If you get a chance, go online
Yeah.
and Google it and just kind of do some of the flyovers and stuff. I know we play with a lot of golf guys that um, would love to see that. So, uh, yeah, take our word for it. Go do that on Google, and you'll see a very cool golf course. So what we do for the PGA Tour is we do very similar to NASCAR. The ladder of the week is a top 5 guy. I got one guy to finish top 5, top 10, top 20. And then we do a top finishers parlay, and then we're going to do a DFS lineup. So let's get through our ladder play of the week.
Yeah. So our ladder's Alex Smalley. He's 13th on odds boards, which is plus money for us. So we always like that. He finished 25th here last year and has been playing well as of recent. Tied for 4th last week. I mean, he just fits this course, and he's in really good shape right now.
Yeah,
In
so I
like this
listened
off
to
season of golf,
yeah,
which it kind of is.
I listened to the Rick Run Good preview of this tournament, and he does all his modeling and stuff like that. And I use the Rick Run Good model on his website. And I put in a bunch of things and kind of what he says, and then I do some things that I want to see myself. Strokes gained putting. Today or this week, I did like strokes gained putting and driving accuracy, because if you're hitting it into the desert, you're going to have a really tough time coming back from those shots. So, yeah, Smalley is like a top kind of 20 guy in a lot of the categories that you kind of need for this course. So, um, yeah, let's roll with him. We're getting like we said, we're getting plus odds on top 5, top 10, and top 20. So that's not a bad selection. Our top finishers parlay, top one guy for each of these: top 5, top 10, top 20.
Yeah, your top 5. You got Maverick McNeely, one of our favorites on tour. Top 10, Alex Noren, and top 20, Matt McCarty.
Yeah, so Matt McCarty is the returning winner here from last year. So, and his form was really good then. He's kind of leveled off a little bit. So that's kind of where I put him top 20. Alex Noren is on fire right now. The guy is a putting machine.
Yeah.
He is also a top 10 machine right now. So, yeah. And then Maverick Manili is probably the most talented guy in the field this week. He has everything you need: driving accuracy. So he hits it far and he hits it straight. He hits good approach shots, and so if he, just like everybody else, if he gets his putter going, he should win. He should win
Yeah.
outright. So let me see if I can transition to the DFS screen, Brandon. Yeah, here it
There you
comes.
go.
Okay, while you do this part, talk a little bit about this, and I'll get my. You see my pointer?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, cool. All right. So this is a $5 entry, single entry. I always do single entry. Nothing else. And let's see, $50,000 salary cap for 6 golfers. So again, 8,300 roughly per golfer. This is sorted by salary. How do you want to attack this, Brandon? Do you want me to sort this a different way or leave it at salary?
Let's leave it at salary for now. What are my options here? Of what we can sort it as.
Do you not see it?
No.
Oh, you can sort of fantasy points per golfer,
Okay.
cuts made, top tens, salary, and then average points
Yeah.
for fantasy points.
You know, to kind of go right off the top here, I am liking Michael Thornbjornsen
Okay, for 10,000.
as of.
All right, high price guy. We can set him in there and see what that does
See
to
how
our
it goes.
salary remaining. Yeah, so we have 8,000 for per golfer for the
But I mean,
next 5 guys.
he finished
So we
really
can
well.
definitely. I mean, if you want to do like a stars and scrubs approach, who's that?
Thornbjornsen, he finished really well last week at the Bay Current.
Who? Thorbjornsen?
Thornbjornsen, yeah. He shot like 7 under, I think.
Yeah. So yeah, I have no problem starting with him. I wrote down a few guys also that we can kind of look at
I
that
do
like
like
fit the model pretty well.
I'm just gonna throw a name out here. Jesper Svensson.
Just for Svensson. Yeah, 7,900. Cuts made 19 out of 25. Fantasy points 65. I mean, that's pretty not bad value for him. If you want to throw him in there, he's under the salary cap.
One more, maybe Taylor Montgomery.
Ooh, here's where I may veto that one, and here's why. Dude sprays his driver everywhere, everywhere but the fairway. So may not fit this course as good as
did shoot a 63 2 weeks ago.
We might want him to.
He did shoot a 63 2 weeks ago at the Sanderson Farms. So
yeah, but
or 3 weeks ago. Sorry.
I know on a course that was wide open. On a course that was wide open, so he could just bomb and chase. Yeah, what do they call it? Bomb and gouge or whatever. Can I throw a guy out?
Yeah.
Cameron Champ. What do you think? At 76. Yeah. There's 2 guys that played here before last year. One was T11 and one was T21. Carson Young was T11 and Chad Ramey was T21. What are we doing for salary? 8,100. Do you want to go down to some of these low end guys and see? Let's do this real quick. Let's take this approach. Okay, so here's the top point getters and their salary to the right. I am not a Pearson Cootie guy, so let's just put a line right through him. He's a Corn Ferry Tour star, and whenever he plays like the PGA Tour, he just pees down his leg. So not a Pearson Cootie guy at all.
Yeah, my boy Taylor Montgomery's there.
He is.
I also like Ryan Gerard's not bad either. He fits our price range there.
Ryan Gerard.
Yeah, he's won on tour already.
Okay, so we're at 8,100 per golfer next. Okay, so let's see. There's who's at 69? Oh, Quade Cummings. Blah.
Ryan Gerard finished tied for 27th at the
Carl
Bay
Phillips.
Current. He won at the Barracuda Championship.
I'm trying to find us a pretty high scoring, low price guy. Who's Naismith? No. Hoagie. If you see one, shout him out that you like.
Joel.
Ben Coles. Joel Damon? Should we just do Joel Damon because we like him so much?
I just said Joel.
Dude can get hot.
He can win one of these tournaments if he just messes around and shoots at 68, 68, 68, 68.
Okay. That gives us 9,600 for our last guy and only excludes looks like three golfers. Let's go back to salary. Yeah. So we can get a Davis Thompson in there. We can get McCarty. We can get a Seabez. Davis Thompson.
We went Seabez last time.
Checks a lot of boxes for this tournament. Davis Thompson does. You like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Davis. What do you think of this lineup? We got some mid-range guys. We got one low-end guy, which isn't bad. But then we have two high value golfers in Thor Bjornsson and Davis Thompson, who can definitely win this tournament.
Yeah. I mean, Davis Thompson at the Sanderson Farm shot 12 under, tied for 21st.
Oh, we got comments. We got comments.
I wasn't paying attention. Gold Joel.
I wasn't either. Gold Joel.
We got a Joel Damon comment.
Yeah, John Mooney. Gold Joel. Yeah, I mean, the guy's so likable. We got to put him in, right, John? Yeah.
Let's leave him in there.
Yeah, we're going to leave him in. I'm not mad at this lineup. I think we can get... So, the number one goal is to get to the cash line. Number two goal is to start to move up the leaderboard and get some higher sprinkles on this. But there's definitely three guys in here that I feel comfortable that can win, maybe four with Gerard. I feel comfortable with Thor Bjornsson, Champ, and Davis Thompson winning this.
Joel Damon did not have the best Bay Current Classic.
Shot
6 over. But he has the ability. If you just go look at his scorecards from this year, he has the ability to go and shoot 17 under and 13 under and 10 under.
He's got to finish the tournament. Okay, let's do this. Let's look at the 67 and under. What is his salary? And see if there's anybody that maybe we like more than Joel. Okay, Manicero, Paul, Suber,
dude. It's so
these are
tough.
Some names right here. Ugh.
Wait, it hasn't updated for me.
Dude, these names below him are not great. Wow. These are not great names below him at all. So,
hold on.
Yeah.
Gordon Sargent. Dude, telling you. NCAA Division I champ. They're at, I think, Vanderbilt. I'm pretty sure it's at Vanderbilt. Gordon Sargent, the dude can play. I'm not sure what his
Where
first
did you where'd you see him?
right under.
Dude, I think it's your
No.
what salary did you see him at?
I wasn't going crazy. I saw
I
him
think
in
it's
there.
your Wi-Fi.
Not go. Can you look up the name? Give it
Yeah.
a search. Sargent.
Oh, he is 6,400.
Give me some Gordon Sargent. Give it to me. I love it.
All right.
You can
There we
if this
go.
fails, you can put this on me.
Final
I
answer?
dude, he shot 10 under at Sanderson Farms. He's
Oh,
only had
geez. Okay.
he's only had 3
All right.
rounds over par here on the PGA Tour. Division I champ. Dude's like
Joel Damon got bumped. John Mooney
dude's 22 years old and can
for
swing it.
Yeah, I think
And that also gives us some
Yeah.
variance.
I think it's
According-
your Wi-Fi that's lagging, but that's okay.
It also
Yeah,
gives
that
a
gives
lot
us
of
some serious
variance.
variance, which is
I
nice.
don't know how many dudes are gonna have
Yeah,
Gordon
'cause
Sargent in there.
Yeah. No, that's a very high variant play. So let's leave it in there because it's a kind of an all or
He
nothing
goes
type of
low,
play.
we can
Because if
do
the
it.
guy wins the tournament, if the guy wins this tournament, we win this DFS lineup. That's for sure. I love it. Let's do it that way. We good with that?
Yeah, I love it.
Okay,
Now I gotta
I'm
go
gonna
watch
keep
my.
it that way. I'm gonna
I'm just
transition.
bro tee off. I gotta go. I'm gonna be dialed in on some Gordon Sargent all
I don't think
weekend.
any tee times have been put out yet, but we will definitely look for these 6 golfers. I'll probably post this on Instagram tomorrow. The tournament starts on Thursday. So again, full PSA. This is Brandon and my lineup. Do with it what you will. You can tail it with your own sprinkles. Do that at your own risk, or you can change it if you like a couple other guys. But this is not a bad starting point to jump off of. I feel strongly that at least now 3 to 4 of these guys can win this tournament. So
He tees off at 9:45 in the morning.
Yeah, so that's nice. All right. Well, I'm going to have that on the old PGA Tour network or whatever on my computer, like I always do. But I'm going to flag. What's his first name? Gordon
Sargent, Division I champ there at Vanderbilt University.
Sargent.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So this might be a good place for us to sign off and say good luck to everybody with everything. Good luck if you're doing any golf sprinkles. Good luck if you're doing any NASCAR sprinkles like I am. And then if you're going to catch that UFC, you better get your sprinkles in before early Saturday morning. So that is the show for this week. Brandon and I will be back next week to recap and give some more picks out. So thanks, B, for joining.
Yeah. Thanks for
like I said,
me.
you and Brad are the show talent. I'm just the guy that sets you guys up and lets you go. So
you do all the behind
good
the
job.
scenes work, so
And
it'd be nothing without you.
Yeah. Thanks, John Mooney, for joining us and jumping in the chat. Really appreciate it. It does make the show better when we do have interactions with viewers and listeners. So, and for those of you, again, sorry, that will be listening to this on Spotify, come back over to YouTube and watch the replay that way. That way you get to see the full slides and the DFS lineup and how we go through that. Otherwise, you're not going to get the full effect of what maybe we're talking about. John Mooney says, good luck, guys. Thanks. And good luck to you. Good luck, Buccaneers, this week. And all right, on that note, Brandon, we will talk to you next week.
Yeah. We'll see ya.
All right. Thanks, everyone.